What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of From Boys to Men. I'm your host, Terry, Mr. King. I'm here with my co-host,
Eddie Bunch.
Eddie Bunch is in the building, y'all. And we got a special guest today, my boy from the gym, Mr. Terry. Come on, introduce yourself, Terry.
Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is Terry, and it's really good to be on the show today. Really excited to be on here, actually. Show some couple of personal experiences and stuff like that, and get y'all motivated, get y'all out there and start doing things for yourself.
Yes, sir. Hey, y'all know this guy, man. Look, I met this guy about a year ago in the gym, and over the time, just growing personally and muscularly and body, physically. Man, mentally too. Like the hard work this man put in the gym, y'all don't understand. For us, how much you weigh right now?
Oh, I weigh right now I weigh 181.
181, bro. You started like 160, right?
Yeah, 162.
162 about a year ago. But as much as a dude, like when I say he put in work in the gym,
every day,
like I don't want to do his workouts. I do not want to do his workouts, man. But like, hey, man, go ahead and tell a little bit about yourself, Mr. Terry.
So I'm 26 years old, and I've been in the gym for a while. Going on like 6 years. Well, like on and off, because like in the Army, I couldn't really, I don't know, they run too much in that motherfucker.
Facts.
They run too much. So I couldn't really like pack on size.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
Being a little dude my whole life, I always wanted to be the bigger guy. Because I feel like when a little dude walks into a room, he don't really get as much appreciation as another dude that walks in and he's bigger.
Facts.
Like I don't know. That's how I always feel about it.
Little and big as in height, or just like
Jack, yeah, like if like, and also like, if you're a little dude, you have something to say in a room. You ain't gonna get as much appreciation as like somebody that's bigger than you if they say something. So I don't know. That's just how I feel on it. So for me, it was always just I always wanted to be a big dude. I don't know why. Like I just always wanted to pack on as much size as I physically can. And like for the past year, I've been grinding, trying to get my numbers up. And I swear to you, I'm gonna be getting it. I'm telling you, give me another 2 years, boy. I'm telling you.
So where you from?
I'm from. I'm from Florida.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I'm actually from Florida, but I've been all over. I did 7 years in the Army, and then I got out of the Army, and I didn't really know what I wanted to do, to be honest with you.
Thanks.
So I got out, started my own business. I'm a pressure washer guy, so I pressure wash like commercial buildings and stuff like that, and I do the gym on the side, and I don't know. I would love to find a career where I would actually be able to, but you got to pass that NASM and stuff like that. So I haven't really went to the courses and stuff.
Thanks.
But I will.
So you want to be a personal trainer and have your business together?
Yeah, something like that. I'm just tired of being broke, man.
Feel you that, hey,
It's tiring, man.
that rat race that they got us running, man, it gets tiring.
Mm-hmm.
Hollywood Live, man. Talking about money can't fix all your problems.
It solve a lot of mine.
It solve a lot. Hey, cause look, one of my mentors back when I was like doing network marketing, he told me this quote. They saying like, yeah, they say money's not important, but it's right there with oxygen.
Right.
You need it
Right.
in order to do anything or survive in this world.
That's right.
So I was like, damn.
Well, times have changed too,
Yeah.
because like back in the day, a man used to be able to leave the house and know he was bringing back enough money to support the kids and wife.
Yeah.
Now in this generation that we live in, both parents have to work to sustain that household.
Right.
Unless you got like a job that, like you have to literally waste all the money that you get going to college, get your job just to pay that back off and break even just to support your family.
Damn. Yeah, when you think about it like that, people don't break even until they probably in their 50s.
Mm.
Hi, Argos. At UWF, one of our core values is
That shit.
I hate that part.
Yeah, they gotta cut that shit out, man.
Look, I told them from the jump, I was like, hey, can we get the speaker out of here? Because think about it, if you're in the studio, they recording, that's going to be like the one pet peeve that basically everybody going to have, because you got to stop and pause. But look, a good thing I stopped the saying 50 at the time, because it kind of worked.
Hey, we've been getting better, man. I've been cutting audios.
What? So 1 o'clock.
Right.
Go cut it.
But like you were saying, man, it's just a tiring cycle. Because even when you do get to that point where you pay off your debts and you got this good job, like being a doctor, a lawyer, or something, your job is so consuming that you don't have time for anything else in your life.
Right.
Whether that be like going to the gym or spending time with your family or investing in your hobbies. So it's like even if you're not financially drained, you still mentally and spiritually drained.
Oh, facts. Because I'm not even going to flex. If I can't go to the gym, I would probably kill somebody right now. I'm being so. And look, people don't believe me when I say this. Like, look, the gym is a place where I can release, and I don't got no judgment no matter where else I go, because no matter where else I release, like my angers and my frustration, someone else going to judge me.
That's right.
And it's really like, if I try to come up to you and talk to you about like my problems and everything, for guys, most people don't care about us when we talk about our problems, unless they are psychiatrists or a counselor or whatever. Like, think about your parents, your kids, your significant other, your sister, brothers. They don't really care. They was like, oh, man, you a dude, get over it. And I was like, bro, that's bullshit, because I'm a human being just like y'all. I got emotions just like everybody. But like the gym, like I can release, I can calm down. I talk to myself in the gym. People think I'm crazy. I don't give a fuck, because look, I got a friend in me. and look, I know one thing. With God and me, we got ourselves through every day of my life. And it miss some down days, but like the gym and everything else in general, just like, bro, if I can't go in there, oh God, don't talk to me. I might slap you.
Yeah, and I get that way sometimes. I really do. Like, if I go like a week or two without going to the gym, I start getting bitchy.
Yeah.
Like, for real, I start getting irritated. Like, because I feel like, and you could tell the people that have a lot going on in their life about how they move in the gym, how they present themselves in the gym, what they're pushing in the gym, how they look. Just you can just tell. Like, usually the people that's got like a whole bunch in their life handed to them, like negative energy, that's usually like the biggest dude in there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And people don't believe me when I tell them that. I was like, bro, the bigger the muscle, the bigger the struggle he went through in life.
For real.
But it's just like Eddie, you hoop. So imagine a day you like, bro, say you be hooping every day, and that one day you've been missing the gym, like hooping for like 2 weeks, and you're like, bro, I know I need to be in the gym hooping. I need a hoop. It's like also you're in your mind, you're self-aware, like, bro, I'm not doing what I need to do. This is my outlet. This is where I go to get my peace or frustration. Because you can talk shit on the court, you can talk shit, and you already know.
Listen, and like legit, like going to hoop is my outlet. Like, I haven't been consistent with going to the gym and getting the weights up yet, but anytime I do go and I hoop, the most quiet dude out there is, he's the one who's going through the most, and he also going to be the killer.
Exactly.
It's like going out there and hooping, I ain't got to think about nothing else. I could just focus on basketball. So then it's like I'm playing 2K in real life or something.
Right.
But if I'm going through something, everybody on that court got to get cooked. Every single one.
He's like, you next. Hey, hey, come on.
Especially because people think they funny and they want to start talking shit. Like, today's not my day. So
I'm like, don't start.
Break your ankles. Break your ankles.
No, hey, I've been there a couple times before, but see, I don't got the skill set. Like, technically, I'm the best defensive player you can ever have on your team. I'm like the Tony Allen of Pensacola.
You're a good defender.
I'm the good defender, but like, since like my shoulder injuries and everything, I was like, bro, I don't really feel comfortable on offense.
Hey, basketball can actually, like, it could be just as hard as weightlifting.
Exactly.
If not harder.
Exactly.
Honestly.
I think every
you get
sport.
somebody that can always take that ball from you.
Yeah, that's frustrating as shit. But look, I'll be the person that's gonna lock you up. I was like, oh yeah, then I'm gonna talk shit low key silent. I was like, yo, what that shit you were talking earlier? And look, I won't even. He's like, well, you get the ball. I was like, no, I don't need to. That's what my teammates for. It's a team sport. I'm gonna set a screen on your ass and guess what?
Yeah, I hate you type of defenders in the court, man. Because it's like,
exactly.
I be trying to break y'all ass off, and then y'all get a little too physical, and I'm like, man, all right, where the ref at?
Exactly, because like, I'm also trying to tell people, like, bro, this is not the NBA. We're not getting paid, and you're not gonna pay my medical bill. So don't you foul me hard, because you foul me hard, I'm coming after your ankles.
What?
Let you go up. And, hey, look, I'm the person like this. You should go up and try to dunk on me. I'm gonna grab you and take out your legs. I won't drop you on the ground automatically. But if you keep trying to dunk on me, I'm like, bro, you ain't about to just embarrass me up in here.
Yeah, I'll punch you in your dick.
I what? On anything.
You try and duck on me, bro? Nah. If I can't move out the way in time, both of us going down. You're not gonna embarrass my ass like that.
I'm like, hey, you get hurt. Oh well, you learned your lesson. Don't go up on me. But no, like, all right, so the personal development that goes, like, think about that. All that stuff we do in like the gym, like hooping, lift weights, is our outlet. But like most people don't really, most guys don't understand. Like, bro, it doesn't have to be the same thing for everybody. It can just be anything. Like, bro, like I feel like most guys need a physical outlet to release their stress sometimes because the baggage that most men go
something
through.
besides drugs and alcohol.
Yeah,
because I feel that's where our generation is. I think it's really going downhill. Like, it used to be real bad back in the day,
Yeah.
you know, but now it's getting to where, like, even TikTok, Instagram, like, anyone that you look to, they're recreational is 9 times out of 10 drugs.
Yeah.
You know, like, they don't choose a better outlet for themselves.
Yeah. And that is true. That is true because, look, all right, back in the day, I ain't lying. If it wasn't weed or liquor, it was party and it was females. Females was just another drug to me, too, because I think I was a sex addict because if I couldn't, I was addicted to something at all times. Like, people say you can't be addicted to weed. I was like, bro, when it numbs your pain from everything else, like, bro, it's something I need every day. Like, I'm not really a big drinker because I had alcohol poisoning while I was going into the military. So, like, I don't really, a certain sense of alcohol, I can't do it.
Yeah, if you use it to, like, numb a feeling or, like, you use it if you use it just for the feeling, it's addictive.
Yeah, but like, people use it recreational. There's nothing wrong with that. But like me, I was like this. I smoked from the time I woke up to the time I went to sleep. And I wake up, I had a blunt on the side. I was like, back to sleep. Like, and like I was a zombie of my old self. And like and I think about like it's painful. Because you be like, man, I could do better than this. But you know, you're like, bro, but this is the easiest thing because I don't want to feel no pain. And like, a lot of people look, I had a lot of friends that died from drunk driving. And, you know, and then low-key we forget how to express our emotions to the ones that we care about the most. But thank God for counseling and the gym, especially God, because he helped me find find me a different way, man, because like there's always an alternative. Because like now I'm addicted to the gym.
Right.
People's like, oh, that's not a bad thing to be addicted to, but sometimes it can be because I get obsessed with the gym. I'm addicted to like talking to my counselor. I'm addicted to like different shit now. It's just like once you became an addict to something, to numb something, you gotta have the exact opposite reaction on the positive way. And if you don't, you can, revert back.
Yeah, addiction is just like, what your brain finds comfort in, basically. And when you overindulge in it, it becomes your new norm.
That's a good way to put it.
Yeah, whenever I went through something, man, weed was my number one option just because it's easy. I can be consistent with it, but it doesn't take much effort. Exactly. And the issue where it comes from is like, if I can be consistent with weed, why can't I be consistent with going to the gym, going to do some physical activity, or even just investing in a hobby, painting, writing, going to take a little jog, something so that I'm balancing out it a little bit more. But when you overindulge in just one thing, then you become too comfortable in it. That becomes your new norm. And then at that point, you don't want to shake it up because people don't like change inherently. So why would I want to switch it up? And when it comes to drugs, especially, if it becomes your new norm to the point where you can barely even feel it anymore, that's when people start going to the next step to start feeling things.
Finding something different. Yeah, I've been half a year clean now. I haven't touched nothing in half a year. And I will say that, like, I feel, like, a lot better since I stopped doing it. Because I ain't going to lie to you, the strands they got out now ain't like what we had when we was teenagers at all.
Listen, it's way stronger, but at the same time, it's weird. Because I remember when I was younger, man, I'd get like an eighth with my friends, And that shit lasts me for the whole
A
rest of
long
the
time.
day.
Exactly.
Bro, I could be hanging out with them for another 3 hours and I go home just as fried as when we first hit it.
Right.
But nowadays, that shit hit you quick, and then for the next hour, you just chilling. Then you gotta smoke again.
Yeah.
So I don't know if it's on purpose.
I see what you're saying.
Or
to
what,
kind of boost
but-
up the productivity of it.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
the thing about it, they starting to tax people for weed now. So it's like certain states and certain places they're legalizing it, so they got to make their money somehow, some way.
It
So
takes longer to get out your system too.
Exactly. So that's why I look at it like, man, because look, when I first got out of the military, I think everybody when they first got out of the military, they first thing they do was smoke weed.
Oh yeah.
Because I was still in Cali.
I
at this,
did.
Of course. Hey, 'cause I was still in Cali at this time, man. I remember one of my friends, his name was Mac. Man, this dude, bro, he's a good guy, a legend and everything. And like my own state of mind was like, oh, this Mac. Bro, we were smoking. Bro. So we hit like 2-3 blunts. And then went to McDonald's, got something to eat, came back, smoked again. When I tell you I woke up, I was paralyzed. I couldn't move. Like people don't believe me when I tell y'all this. Like, bro, I was literally paralyzed. I was like this. I'm trying to get up from the couch to go use the bathroom. I can't. I'm shaking to move my neck. I'm rolling, trying to roll my body off.
That's why they call it indica, bro.
What?
Leave you in the couch.
Yeah.
But oh God, I literally was. I was forearm. I was forearm crawling to the to the bathroom, and then by the time I got to the bathroom, I'm trying to pull myself up. I was like, bro, you sure it was just weed or
That's
did you like
funny.
as much, bro?
That's when you gotta take a couple deep breaths and like get your perception of reality.
I thought I couldn't breathe. I thought I couldn't breathe at the time, but then like, bro,
Sativa have you freaking out though. Sativa, like I remember one time I smoked sativa, I felt like I was about to have a heart attack. Like,
Exactly.
I ain't even joking.
That shit gets you active.
Yes.
And
That's what I used to smoke when I went to the gym, but then I realized, like, I don't know, I started having heart complications with that shit, though. I'm telling you, like, it was weird because I ain't never felt, like, weird off of pot, you know. I was always just, I'd hit it, I'd feel immediately good, right? But now I'm telling you, it's just new stuff, you hit it, heart attack, like, wait,
Yeah.
what happened? I'm telling you.
and like you be hearing your heartbeat. It's really like the scene off of Friday. Like, what's that?
Yeah.
Friends.
Is my heart? But no, but I think really it's just like that mindset shift when we go from basically something that we know is not good for us to something that's like that's going to be more beneficial for us in the long run. Like the gym, running, painting, everything. Like it's like really, they say like if you don't use it, you lose it. So if we actually use the talents that we got, because literally we're limitless beings. We got the potential to do anything we want and put our mind to. So when you put it, if you envision that means anything we want, we can learn, or anything we need to do, we can learn. It's just about we're creatures of habit, like you said. Until we shake up that norm and make this new norm the new norm, it's just like we're in a constant battle with ourselves. And I think people that like the people that are addicted and the people that are in the gym all the day, every day, they're both doing the same thing. Mm-hmm. They both battling themselves, and look, God be beside you on both sides whenever you going through both battles. But and you can
I
hear
fully support pot to the fullest.
Yeah.
I believe that pot does give you some medical benefits. I do, 100%. I think elderly people should definitely smoke that shit.
I think my mom and my grandma need to smoke some weed because low-key they stressing me out by
My
stressing
dad
themselves
needed
out.
it, for real.
But
For younger generation, I think that I mean, if you want to hit it, that's whatever. But don't go to the extent of like waking up in the morning smoking 2 blunts. You know, I think that, like I said, I see the medical value of it. But like coming from somebody who, I'm telling you, I would smoke at least like over an eighth a day, at least like easy.
Yo,
like,
and you
easy.
don't even notice it.
No.
Like
Expensive.
before I left high school, like I was smoking, but it was more of like a occasional thing. Like whenever I'm hanging out with my friends and something to do before we actually do something.
yeah,
But once I got to college, man, I started smoking like I could cop
Every
zips
day.
with my friends, and that shit is gone by the end of the week,
Right.
man. Like I'll be at work, I'll get my schoolwork done, but it became a part of my routine, and I became like addicted to it. And it wasn't until I recently started counseling that he challenged me. He was like, you've been addicted to it for a good 2-3 years now. Like who are you when you're not high? Like, who are you when you're sober? And, you know, I've been going through a rough patch, so I was forced to, like, give it up for a little bit. But during that time, I've learned that, like, mediation is key.
Yeah.
Like, I can still smoke and indulge in it, but not become obsessed with it and have to rely on it to feel normal and feel good about myself or what I'm doing. So, like, if you do want to smoke, you know, just make sure you're watching your levels. And like you said, like, sativa could kick your ass.
What?
So if
Them
you're gonna-
hybrids too, man.
What?
Oh yeah, I like a good hybrid.
And they put you on your shit.
I like a good
So
hybrid.
if you're gonna do something, you need to be aware of it. Like, if I'm gonna go to the gym, I probably don't want to smoke beforehand. I'm gonna let my body get like those natural chemicals, and then afterwards I could smoke, let myself calm down, and then find something else to do.
Facts.
Like, it's all about mediation. I used to smoke when I woke up, before I went to class, after I came from class, before I went to work. Shit, I used to smoke before I go to my plug. Now I smoke with my plug, leave, go straight to work. On my break, I'm smoking again.
Right.
Bro, like, it's bad, man. And, like, I used to use it just to, like, numb out my pain and all the stress that I had to go through.
Yeah.
And, like, that's why I feel bad for a lot of people who are addicted to it, because I understand and I've been there. It's just like something
And
you
it's
rely
not
on.
something easy to give up.
Yeah.
I don't care what anybody says. Like, they say, oh, it ain't as bad as pills. It ain't as bad as that. It ain't the fact that you're fighting, like, the THC. It's just the fact that you're fighting the
feelings, like who you are while you're high is just, you feel so relaxed and, like, euphoric.
yeah.
But
You
when
feel
you're
so
sober,
good.
you, like, those thoughts come up and you have to fight them. Like, you have to face who you are in those moments when you're not high and you're not numb.
Facts. Cause like,
That's right.
I think my like one of my mentors, like back when I was working, everybody gonna know, I had a lot of jobs, but like I used to work in a jewelry store and everything else too. But I remember one of my mentors came up there and saw me in the he's like, he smelt it on me. He's like, I ain't got nothing against weed, but ask yourself this: is there anything bad about it? He's like, no, not really. But what good does it do for you? I was like, he's like, it really doesn't do shit for you, but like, it just numbs you.
Mm-hmm.
Numbs you from the stuff. It's basically like a pause button. I feel like it's like, okay, I put all my problem on pause while I'm high. But after the high leaves, I gotta face my problem still. He's like, if you just go and face them now, that's less bullshit you're gonna have to deal with later on. And I was like, damn, hit me with that nugget. I was like, bro, you been stalking me or some shit? He's like, it's funny because certain people in your life, they know what you're capable of and where you should be at. And then there's certain people that will actually push you to better yourself.
Yep.
Because they see like, oh, you're falling into the rut where mostly everybody else is. And you had these certain goals. You the one that told them your goals, like, hey man, this is what I'm planning on doing. And they holding you accountable. Like, those people are needed.
Right. And I think that's something lost in this generation
Yeah.
too. Everybody's so worried about their self. You know, they're not really worried about everyone else. But they're failing to realize that if you bless the people around you and set them up, they will set you up.
Exactly.
I think that's really lacking in our generation.
Fact. What you think, Eddie?
Man, I feel like I said, like, you need people who give you good advice, but also I feel like those learning moments where, you know, you're put in a situation and it really forces you to think about it, those are also key for your growth.
Exactly.
Like, when I was still, like, just this past year, when I was still smoking all the time, you know, sometimes I would go out, or if it's family or I'm with my girl, you know, it's like, I need to go smoke before we do this. And they would look at me and they'd be like, you know, like, what's the issue? And I'd be like, oh, you know, like, my social battery ain't high, or, you know, like, I'm just not feeling it. Really, it's just I don't feel like myself because I'm not high, or like I'm coming down from it. So I like to go recharge real quick before we go and do something else. And it's like, I feel like I got to the point where I couldn't even, like, enjoy the presence of people who I cared about if I wasn't high.
Damn.
Yeah,
So,
that's true.
like, I had to reevaluate. Initially, like, you know, if my family or my girl, they'd be like, oh, like, you know, you want to be around your friends more than me. And like, nah, it's not like that. I'm telling you, like, it's just the weed.
Right.
Like, that feeling makes me feel like I could do anything in the world, but at the same time, I had become so addicted to it that, like, it was the only thing I knew. And now, like, I still smoke a little bit, but it's nowhere near the levels I used to. So it's like I'm able to tell myself, like, no, like, I'm good right now. Or, like, you know, I could go do something and not feel like I need to go smoke right beforehand.
I don't think there's anything wrong with smoking a joint right after work.
Nah, no. I still relax.
Yeah,
That's
I don't
like-
think there's nothing wrong.
You don't put in all that work. You put in all that work. You
You
deserve.
dang right.
You deserve to relax.
Yeah, I mean, if you can let somebody get drunk, why can't somebody get high?
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Much safer than drinking too.
it is.
It's a
It
double
really is.
standard. It's a double standard on that because
Mhm.
like people are like, oh, you high.
You're a dope head.
You're under the influence. You're a pothead. I was like, bro.
But he's over there in the corner, like, can't even hold his head up.
Exactly.
Man, when you like used to the weed again, it's
no, yeah.
I don't know. I could function perfectly. Like I could drive much better when I'm high than when I'm drunk.
Maybe a
much
little
better.
slower at the
Man,
pedal.
yeah, man, all right. Have anyone else had this problem when they was high? Because like you said, driving wise, like you be feeling like you're speeding, and you look down at shit, you like you actually doing the speed limit or some shit, or like you think you're doing the speed limit, but you going like slow as
Yeah,
shit.
you going like 20
I'll be
miles
like,
under.
I'll be like, oh shit, hold up. I'm looking now. I was like,
And that's just because you chilling so much. But like
Vibing.
on that same note, if I'm listening to some like hype ass music, I'm going to whatever level that music is going, man. Like, hey, if that shit if it's bumping and it's at max volume in my car, I'm probably going like 15, 10 over the speed limit minimum.
Because like when I used to go down to Miami and stuff, I kid you not, this was my whole fucking thing. I had to smoke beforehand. I smoked in between. But when I'm driving, I'm making sound effects and everything. Like every time I cuss, I'm like shoo, shoo, shoo. It's like I'm playing a video game because like I be locked
GTA.
in. Like I be when I say I be locked in when I used to be high and driving, and then it's just like it made it seem like the drive wasn't as bad.
Mm-hmm.
But then later on when you out of weed, you got to drive back and that's 12-hour drive. You be like, bro, this shit's hell.
Hey, yeah, but I'm gonna tell you one thing. If you got long trips though, it will make the time go by
Like
so
that.
You smoke one blunt and then that hour and a half, 2 hours that you was expecting to go by in 30 minutes.
like nothing. Like,
Exactly.
for real.
Especially listening to some good music too, man. Because I live in my family's in South Florida, so whenever I drive back home for the breaks and everything,
Ooh, you be hitting the fast music.
Yeah, I gotta smoke
Ooh.
something, man. Like especially this little stretch of the Panhandle, that shit is killer.
That's
too.
the
That's
worst.
long.
That's the worst one because
Killer.
when you get to like Gator Alley and go to the Turnpike, bro, that's a straight shot after that.
Right.
That's like all right. You already know. Oh, I'm almost home, and it's just 3 hours. Boom. It's just that.
I hate that feeling whenever you're like driving and then like cop gets right up behind you and he's not even trying to pull you over. But you out here, you trying to throw shit out the window.
Yeah, you getting ready, man.
Yeah, you get
But
ready to hurry
What?
up and hide it, and he just goes right around you. He leaves your ass with your heart beating like that.
What? But no, as a matter of fact, hey, I don't know if most people know this, but like the update on iPhones, like actually the new map, it actually shows you when they got their radar on.
What?
Yeah, because when I went down to Orlando for Halloween, it just kept telling me a speed trap ahead. I was like, what the fuck is a speed trap? And I slowed down a little bit just to see what it was. It was literally a cop on the side with the gun. I was like, oh shit, don't tell me this shit done got the hack for now I know where to slow down at.
they ain't get sued yet.
Huh?
They ain't get sued yet for that. Cause
No.
I used to have to download apps.
I know
you gotta
that
buy the
pig,
little equipment.
that pig and everything. Yeah,
No, they got it on maps now.
yeah, they got it on maps.
Yeah,
Yeah,
on Google
crazy.
Maps now.
yeah. So I was like, they don't fucking change the game. So there's
Right.
actually no excuse for somebody to get pulled over for speeding on the interstate. As long as you got your Google Maps on or your Apple Maps, there's no excuse. Because look, even if you high as shit, if you don't break that speed limit,
You ain't gonna know.
they ain't got to worry about you. But shit, like you said, but like nowadays, when I do smoke occasionally, it's just like it's really just to relax now. It's not because like, oh, I'm trying to numb my feelings. I'm expressing myself. It's like I'm like, man, I just need something else to relax.
Makes music good though.
What? What?
Makes music.
The food.
What?
Yeah, and if you're a bulker, I highly recommend it. So if you go into the gym and you need a bulk,
Eat some
get you a good indica real quick.
Cause you can smack down all that food with
Oh,
ease,
yeah.
man. It don't matter how much or how bland it tastes.
I ate
Should be good for you.
I ate 3,000 calories. Actually, yeah, I ate 3,000 calories earlier. Like I've had 2 meals so far, and I've had 3,000 calories so far.
Damn.
And I gotta eat
The couple, you gotta eat like
2 or 3 more meals.
damn.
They're probably gonna be about.
You're gonna jump up
1,000
you're gonna jump up like 20, 40.
I'm trying to
20,
hit 200 pounds.
Yeah, you should jump up 20 pounds. But I ain't gonna like you said, with the music and shit though, with we like I ain't gonna lie, if anyone listen to Young Thug, I'll let you know this right now. If you listen to him sober, it's one thing. If you listen to him high, you understand every word he's saying. Or listen to him fast.
And his music be popping too.
Exactly. And it actually makes sense when it's fast and everything else too, because you're like, damn.
It's crazy how much the rap scene's changed since it was back in the day. You know, because back then we had Gucci Mane, Lil Wayne.
Yeah.
And Lil Wayne, I mean, he ruled.
I think Lil Wayne and Wiz Khalifa
Drake
and Waka Flocka really came out and pushed more of the weed and the music than anything else.
Yeah.
Because Pussy Money, weed, all those shit. Think about Wiz Khalifa, Waka Flocka.
Yeah, he was all about
Sweet
ganja, Snoop Dogg.
Exactly. Now Snoop is the godfather of of marijuana usage and everything.
Yeah, absolutely.
But like even watching anime and movies while you high, that's something I do miss a little bit because it gave me a clearer perspective. Cause like it's more like I'm in tune with like the feeling of how they're saying different things. First time to rewatch it over and over again to actually understand certain stuff. But like anime, Naruto, like the only reason why I even got into Naruto.
Should get you in the fields.
What? The
I like
only
Naruto.
Exactly. It was a good one. It was a good one. Like I was just a Dragon Ball Z. Cause look, I grew up in the 90s. The anime I knew was Ronin Warriors. We had it's the one
Dragon
like
Ball Z.
Dragon Ball Z for sure. Sailor Moon was good, but
Ben Hockey Show or something like
Yeah,
that. The
yeah.
one
Yu
who
Yu
died.
Hakusho? That's
yeah,
my shit right
no,
there. That's my shit.
there's one where like these guys like went to a video game. They were green guys. I can't never think of the name of it, but like that was another anime I used to watch, and they came out with Thundercats and everything again and all this shit. So like when it came down to Naruto, I wouldn't give it a chance. Cause I'm like, bro, I'm a Dragon Ball Z fan, man. What you talking about? Goku over everybody. I wouldn't even give it a chance. But I was literally high one night. Look, my sister look. It was like over 10 years. My sister tried to tell me about it. My homeboy, he was my roommate. He was trying to tell me about it, put me on. Like, I had blonde hair and everything before I actually watched Naruto. And then, like, by the time I actually watched Naruto, I was cutting off my blonde hair. And I was like, damn.
Yeah, Naruto was the shit back
I
then.
literally was watching it while I was high. And then the first 3 episodes got me in my feelings. I started crying. And I was like, damn. I was so good. I woke up thinking I could talk Japanese. I was like, oh, I understand what they say. Oh yeah, cause look, it's like all the dub was gone. So I woke up, I heard Japanese talking. I was like, oh, he talking this, that. I wouldn't call my sister. Literally, I was like, I can speak Japanese.
Right.
She's like, what the fuck are you talking about?
See, I feel like that's a byproduct of like therapy as well. Like being able to feel your emotions instead of trying to numb them out. Like weed just makes your experience so much better. And that's why I like it in mediation now. And I'm also trying to like re-add it back into my routine. Yeah. Cause like instead of just numbing everything that I'm feeling out so that I don't have to deal with it, I feel all my emotions, and then the weed, like it just boosts whatever experience I'm having rather than completely like blocking me from it.
Yeah.
Now, my brother, he smokes weed every single day. I mean, every single day. And he is one, I will tell you one thing. You ain't never going to see angry pothead.
Nah.
Ever. You will never see it. Now, you may see him bitchy when he gets off of it.
I'm like, oh, he's coming down from his high.
When he dry?
Yeah.
Yeah, whenever you may see him a little bitchy, but as far as like when he's on it, now I've seen angry alcoholics.
Oh, yeah. I still feel bad because that's
all. No angry pothead.
That's why I don't like drinking like that for real, because it get me out of my character.
It makes me sick.
What? Because I knocked out this dude in Seville one time, and I thought he almost died. No, I'm being so serious. Y'all think it's, look, this back when I still had blonde hair too, so like, y'all understand, I still got like a sore thumb. I'm a 6'4" black guy with blonde hair, and I had one of them, I had a fanny pack before like fanny packs really started popping. It was like a metallic color, so it was really shiny. But the dude wastes drink on me and my homeboy, so I go upstairs like, bro, what's up? What's the problem and everything? This, that, and the third. He's like, bro, nothing. But he was with somebody I knew, so I was like, all right, I bet let's slide. Mm-hmm. So I literally had 2 homeboys go the other way, so he cut off, so he couldn't go nowhere. Mm-hmm. Then he kept talking shit, and low key, I'm drunk. I was sipping on gin. I was sipping on a little bit of everything. Look, I had white, brown, all different things, and I was still behind him. I was like, bro, I tried to let you go. I tried. So next thing you know,
funny.
Look, I was like, I'm sitting there right behind him. He turned around and said, night, night. And I was like, and I hit him with the side 2 of my fingers. So I ain't hit him with like fully flush. I'm so glad I didn't. Cause as soon as I hit him, I saw him falling to the ground, and I was like, "Oh shit!" And I run downstairs. I was like, got my homeboy. I said, "Bro, we gotta go." He's like, "What you mean?" I said, "I think I killed him." He's like, "Kill who?" I was like, "Bro, you gotta go." Like literally, as soon as he's like, "Bro, what you talking about?" I said, "Bro, I just snatched him." Cause he's talking to some females. Look, he the one that got the drink wasted on him. So I was like, "Bro, we going over there because he wasted drink on you, and you ain't even up here." And you over talking to some females that we already had bad a couple months ago. Bitch, come your ass on. Oh, you gonna get left. So look, got to the car. I was literally walking out Seville. Here come the cops and the ambulance going upstairs. I went to the car. I was like, fuck, I can't go back into Seville. I gotta let it cool down. Fuck that shit. Literally found out the next week this dude was passed out for over 10 minutes.
He was passed out for 10 minutes?
They was like, he peed and he shit on himself. They say they used to use the smell salt and everything. They putting his finger in his chest and all that shit. He wouldn't wake up. And I was like, bro, I seen him sitting outside afterwards, and like literally there's nothing but blood pouring. And like he was with his girlfriend too, so I felt bad for the dude. Cause I was like, bro, that wasn't me. I'm not a fighter. I don't like fighting. And then I was just like,
liquor courage.
That liquid courage
to get you
Right.
out.
What?
You know how like sailors and shit used to call liquor spirits?
Oh yeah.
Bro, I swear that should do something different to you.
Mm-hmm.
Because like even last night, man, we went out to the bar and like that's why I hate those tight spaces. Because even if I try and let people slide, like then they just start pushing it, and now you like, all right. So at this point, you either trying me or
Exactly.
somebody needs to move.
Right.
And when you get that annoyed with that liquor in you, that's when you're ready to
jump
do
on
anything.
anything.
Like you just act first, and then you think later, like, oh damn, like maybe I shouldn't have did that.
Yeah,
Facts.
that's facts.
Cause dude in the red jacket. All I gotta
kept
say,
hearing that.
Hey, the dude in the red jacket almost got his ass whooped last night. I kid you not. If he would have bumped into me one more time,
Right. And it's worse because like people don't even be saying excuse me. Like if I bump into somebody on accident, I'd be like, oh, like my bad. You know, like we just in that tight space.
Yeah.
But people will bump into me, step on my damn shoes,
it's
just
the same
start
person
pushing around.
Same person over and over again. He doing that shit on purpose.
That's what
I
I'm
had to check
saying.
my pockets. I was like, bro, you trying to pickpocket me or some shit, motherfucker? I ain't with that shit. I was
That's
like,
so funny.
I stab you, my kid.
See, I didn't. Cause I grew up in the army, so like from the age of 18, like I went straight out. So like I've only been out of the army for like 2 years, so I didn't really get to like go out and party and do all that. Plus I was married at the time, so you know how that goes. You can't go to a bar whenever you're married. That's frowned upon. So I was like, but we had military balls and stuff like that. And I'm telling you one thing, them soldiers are ignorant whenever they get drunk.
Facts.
Bro, the less of it you
telling
have,
you.
the wilder you act once you get some in you.
Bro, you seen that video with the people at the Christmas party? Those Navy people. It was in Hawaii. Like
Oh, it's
they got
funny.
drunk and like they ended up start fighting the people in their own command and
Yeah,
everything.
it's funny. I'm telling
That
you.
happened when I was out there, and low key, that's what my ship.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, bro, y'all making. I'm like,
You
bro,
have Alpha Company out here fighting Bravo Company.
Exactly.
Y'all on the same team. It's great though, cause like afterwards, everybody done got their ass kicked. We're all hugging.
Exactly.
Everyone
I
was.
love you, man.
I love you, bro.
I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do it.
That's
You the only
freaking
family I got.
That was great.
Hey, so let me ask you something though, because
Okay.
like with all these other things in life, like especially drugs and alcohol, being consistent is easy. But one thing I've always struggled with growing up was staying consistent in the gym. 'Cause like you I was a skinny kid for almost my whole life. So once I
Facts.
hit like middle school, I was like, I don't really want to be this skinny no more. Like I want to put on some weight. Even when I tried, I wouldn't get no results. So then I just get tired of it. And if I go to the gym and my goal isn't even to put on weight, it's just to get in there and be active. One day I just can't do it or something come up, I won't be there for another month or two.
Right.
So how do y'all stay consistent with it? And what's your thought process? What do you do or what do you say to yourself to make sure that you get up and go?
All right, you want to go first, or you want me to go first?
It don't matter.
I'll let you go first.
Well, for me, consistency for me is you're gonna miss a day, no matter what. When in doubt, out of the month, unless you're Brad Castleberry, because he goes 365 a full day
Crazy.
every day.
Damn.
Crazy shit.
But for me, it don't matter if I miss a day, as long as I'm there the next day, and I make up for the slack that I knew I lost that day prior. Because no matter what, let's say I miss one day, it ain't gonna hinder you from getting any more gains than you did from the day before. And no matter what, you can miss 2 days in the gym. It's not gonna hinder you from getting any more gains that month. One day is it ain't gonna hurt you. But it's really you just really got to find. It's here. It's that drive.
Yep.
You You just really got to want it. You know, like it's the difference between, do you want to stay healthy? Do you want to be a legend? You know, there's like, how bad do you want it? If you only want to be healthy, you don't got to be every day. You don't at all. You want to be a legend and be something great, you got to really work as hard as you can for it. That's how I feel about it.
See, it all changed with me. Like, I think because playing sports in high school, like, you required you to work out and like lift weights, so it came normal to me. But I was skinny as shit still until like 2012. I gained some weight because of the military, but then I lost it because I started playing basketball again. Like, really doing all the cardio, it just sort of shredded me because like I stopped going to the gym. I was like, bro, I'm just gonna hoop. I ain't gonna do this, that, third. But it really comes with, like you said, it's a mind shift. It's like a switch. You got to shift in your mind. You flip your paradigm. But one of my friends sent me a video called Eric Thomas, How Bad Do You Want It? And that's what opened up the whole motivational speaking and everything to me, because I was like, bro, this is like how people want to express themselves. It like keep me driving, get me motivated, got me pumping, it got me going in, dedicating my time. And like, Rome wasn't built in a day, and neither would anybody's body be built in a day. And it's funny because like sometimes you would be like, you can go 3 months straight and don't see no results, right? But look, if you went that next day, right, and kept going, you realize you just jumped up like 20, 30 pounds.
Right.
That's why sometimes you got to take the photos, the monthly photos and the weekly photos, because your eyes is not going to be able to adjust to how you look at yourself in the mirror automatically. So if you take those photos, that will actually help you a little bit too. And really, it's just a dedication, because
it's consistency.
It's consistency. Yeah, it's consistency. Like, you're gonna have to miss. You're gonna miss some days, because there's gonna be some days in your schedule just ain't gonna fit in. But really, once you make it a lifestyle choice, because it's really just a lifestyle nowadays, it's just like priorities and prioritizing stuff. Because everybody got 24 hours in a day. It's just how you choose to use them. You can get up earlier and go to the gym, or you can go late as night. That's why I go to a 24-hour gym, because that way, no matter how my schedule may have fluctuated,
You can still go.
I can still get in before the shit closed. But funny thing about it, you know that high you get in that feeling you get when you smoking weed for the first time, like, damn. I get that same rush now from lifting weights.
You can get high from it.
I get high, like, I'll be in there, but like, yo, yeah. Because I know I'm doing something closer towards my goal. I was like, bro, the world's going to beat you down regardless. So I might as well strengthen myself up and beat my ass before they beat me. Because like now I'm like, I got calluses. Really, once you build them calluses on your hands and your mind, it's a wrap. No matter what nobody say, it's like, oh, yo, I got an hour. This is my hour for me, and I'm in the gym. I'm like, look, I just now recently got back up to 200 pounds. I used to weigh 155 pounds before I went to the military.
That's where I'm at right now, man.
Bro, and really, you want to tell you the secret and the cheat code to that shit? Because I think everybody in the military kind of learned this shit. And people, you know, they had to make you drink all that water. All the time, you always had to keep your water bottle filled and everything. The amount of water you drink is big on how you grow your body. Yeah. And not only that, how you eat. Because, like, we had a certain amount of time to eat. But I ain't gonna lie, I snuck some peanut butter, some bananas, and some cookies back all the time. Peanut butter, good. All the, like, eating a real healthy meal and, like, have your diet set up right, bro, it'll be like that. But really, when you start drinking a lot of water, it's like your muscles actually get hydrated enough as it's supposed to actually be, to actually grow. So it's just like you got to water your body just like you water a plant.
Yeah, and you don't really need as many calories as a lot of people say.
Yeah.
Like an average person, male, needs 2,800 calories.
Yeah.
So that's just to maintain your body weight.
But most people don't even eat that a day.
Yeah.
So you got to actually look how many calories you eat a day. And it comes down to, like, bro, all right, you look at what you ate this week and calculate your calories for a whole week. So you every day what you ate. So, okay, this is what I ate. Now let me add a little bit of something. Just do gradually adds. Bro, all of us in here were skinny guys at one point.
I'm still skinny.
It's true. Me too. Like, I may have some male boobs right now, but but look, if I show you a picture of me, at least 3 to 4 years ago, back when I was still smoking all day, bro, this chest was not here. Like, as quick as you can gain it, the quicker you can lose it. Really, just, bro, it's about what you want. Like you said, if you know what you want, go get it. No matter how long it take, put it a goal and write it down.
And follow people that do it. Like, I know for me, I go home every single day, and I used to watch like football. I used to watch like basketball, you know what I'm saying, stuff like that. But now I do nothing but watch weightlifting. Strongmen, fitness influencers, you know, Greg Doucette. You know, I think he's actually a great a nutritionist, Greg Doucette is. Because, and he is right, you know, you don't need all those calories. All you got to do is add 300 calories, 500 tops, and you'd be surprised how much weight you gain. And then whenever you see that scale start just staying the same, add about 300 more calories to it, you know. Then when it starts going back up, and then you're going to be like, well, dang, now it stopped again.
Add 300 more.
300 more calories to it. Because if not, you're going to build so much fat. Then you're going to have to cut. And then when you cut, you're losing the muscle. I mean, you're going to burn the fat, but you're going to lose the muscle as well.
Yeah.
So it's really, like for me, I know I'm probably going to hate myself later for it, but I don't care. You know, I'm probably going to eat around 5,000 calories a day.
Damn.
I don't have a choice.
Yeah.
You know, I'm going just for, I don't care if I look like a hamster. I'm going, I'm going just strictly for strength. Like, I want my numbers up. Like, that's what I want.
You know, because like most people say in the gym, like if you lift like a bodybuilder, you'll get the bodybuilder. You're like, you gotta lift heavy to get big.
Right, Ronnie Coleman.
But it's all about like being consistent. Like, really, sometimes you be fun. If you actually go in the gym and look, some of the biggest guys in there be lifting the lightest weight.
Yeah, because it's time under tension with them.
Yeah, so it's time under tension. So sometimes, just work out every little bitty muscle. It's like, really, sometimes it don't matter how much weight you're lifting. It's just how much reps and how much the mind to muscle.
They're half repping because you know they're trying to keep like with the
tension.
Chest, like for power lifters, you know, we just want 3 white lights or 2 white lights, excuse me. But power lifter bodybuilders, you know, they majority, like whenever they do a chest press, you know, they're not going, they're going not all the way down. They want to keep as much tension on that chest as physically possible. And even whenever they go up, they're not pressing all the way up. They're just barely at the top. You know, they want to keep as much tension. Like they're skeptical on every single thing that they do compared to me, where I pick up heavy things and I put it down. You know, it's easier for me. I just have to eat like a lard in order for me to keep up my gains.
Right.
And that's some motivation too, and just consistency. And for anybody who's listening, you know, you struggle too with like just relying on alcohol or drugs. Nobody's asking you to completely cut it out.
Oh, no.
That's just damn near impossible.
Impossible.
It's hard to get cold turkey.
I still smoke weed. I'm an occasional smoker, but I don't smoke as much as I used to. Yeah. But also get an accountability partner if you're trying to get in the gym.
True.
Because if you got an accountability partner, because look,
right.
One person, like, that's, you know, like, hey, man, he going to keep me serious, he going to keep me focused, he going to, like, hold me to whatever I say I'm trying to do. That person going to get on your ass when you don't show up. And the good thing about that, too, you get to go on their ass, too, when they don't show up and do what they supposed to do. And once you start doing that, you be like, bro, I don't went from being the underdog to like, hey, I'm the protege now.
Right.
So it's kind of, when I say it's kind of cool.
And plus, I like that feeling whenever you're lifting weights that no one else in the gym's like thinking about even picking up.
Exactly.
Like, I love that feeling. Like, I mean, my weights aren't like...
It's a dick measuring contest in the gym, y'all. Yeah, it's a dick measuring contest.
It always, dude. It's always the biggest dudes in there, too. I swear to you.
They be like, what the fuck this little dude doing all that weight on there?
Yeah.
To be honest, I'm on my machines. I'm trying to just
You trying to bulk, and that is
I'm
a difference
hey,
too, yeah. Because
hey,
he's bodybuilding, so the majority of his stuff, he ain't messing with the bar. He's messing with dumbbells. He's messing with machines, cables.
Ooh,
That's
damn.
all he's messing with.
Look at this chest
This
pop
boy
on.
flexing on the live. Hey,
but-
we including that in the
Sometimes you
movie
got
somewhere, bro.
That's funny.
Bro, I love the personal growth I got with coming in the gym, and I love the personal growth I got from like therapy and everything too. But the real thing that's going to help anybody is their mindset, and the only way you can strengthen your mind, you got to start reading books. I hate reading still, but I force myself to. But you know what? I got to start looking at it in this way, the positive way. Bro, I get to read a book today. So like now how I trick myself, like to my son, I'm still reading the 48 Laws of Power.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, hey, let me read you this book today. So I get to read to him because I'm trying to tell him he want to be a superstar. He's like, bro, he says he's going to be like Nick Cannon and Steve Harvey. Like when the Masked Singer come on, he got this whole thing. He already put a blanket around there. He think he got a mask on. He's like, ooh, ah, ooh. So I was like, bro, you want to be I'm trying to teach him ahead of time because like, hey, if you want to be a superstar, you got to be able to read. You got to be a good reader. You got to be able to, you can read them prompts all the time. You got to be able to have a strong mindset. You got to understand different things. So I'm reading to him to actually, I'm strengthening myself by actually trying to teach him. And sometimes that's the best thing to do. When you try to get something, teach somebody else how to do it. If you try to teach somebody how to do it, you automatically like become second nature to you.
Yeah, I think reading is like an understated part of child development, man. It's
Right.
like when I was a kid, I used to love reading, man. Harry Potter, I read the entire series in like 2 weeks.
Right.
Like that was the kind of shit that I was on. It
Wait,
was,
damn, 2
yeah,
weeks.
bro. Hey, listen, that's all I used to do. Like, and I used to have video games. I used to like playing them. But like, if I got a real good book that I was interested in, not even just like self development, like little fantasy ones, or, things that could capture my mind, I get in there, I read all of it. Then I do a little AR point system. I could put it in the test. And
Them books are like 50 points. Them books like 50 points
It's
too.
more satisfying too whenever you like, because anybody can sit on the couch and watch TV, but
It's not
many people can finish a book.
It's not mind engaging, and like even though TV is like something that you relax to, when I'm reading, you get your mind involved in it. It just feel like your mind is getting strengthened, and I used to love reading, and up until like I had to deal with fucking depression as a kid. And then I just stopped. And that's when I started seeing like my motivation to do good in school and everything start dropping. And I don't know, like I think it's just something that we should be more aware of when we raising kids.
Yeah.
Because personally, that was a huge step for me. And I still use words and phrases and things that I learned when I was a kid growing up. People always be like, oh, like you sound like way smarter than your age. It's just the books, man.
It's just the books.
It's just the books.
It's just the books. Because man. I think when Grand Theft Auto came out, and like really, you can look at this. A lot of these video games, sort of, they made it so attractive to distract everybody else from doing what they're supposed to do. And I feel like the personal development from some of these video games is the reason why we got the society that we're in today too. Because we ain't got as many readers like we should have. Because like think about it, Grand Theft Auto 3 was the shit.
Yeah.
Hey, when Grand Theft Auto 3 came out, bro, this is my first game I ever
San
seen.
Andreas.
What? Picking up a hooker in the car. And this is at the time before I even knew what sex was.
That's funny.
My cousin showed me a chick. I was like, hey, bro, all you gotta do is just, cause he's like, put your car right here. I was like, why? You see the girls just walk up, and you hear the noise and everything. I was like, my eyes light up like a kid. I was like, oh shit, this is just like porn. But then, bro, look, like the game systems these days and the games that certain kids are like exposed to at a certain age, where they shouldn't have been exposed to. I feel like that sort of trickled down into the development, because you see what happens now. Like everybody think life is Grand Theft Auto. If you look at like the social medias and everything else too, it's like this: getting money, fucking hoes, fast cars, speeding, and robbing and doing stupid shit. Like,
the rappers got a lot to contribute to that as well. Like you was talking about how Lil Wayne kind of pushed that a long time ago, and then like all of them really did.
Yeah.
And it's getting to where even the country music now is not country music at all. Rock is not even rock anymore.
It's all about every music industry now is about sex, drugs, and
That's it.
weed, and like sex, drugs, and like this is a whole bunch of shit. Like,
See, and I want to touch on escapism because I feel like that's what most people are doing when they rely on those drugs, those alcohol, and also watching TV, playing video games. It's just you're trying to escape from your stress.
yeah,
So like that's understandable because we all human, but you gotta do something healthier than that. If you want to go escape from your reality for a little bit, go outside, take a walk. If you don't want to do that, meditate, read. Find something productive, write, listen to some music. Something that it still has your mind engaging, but it's not necessarily like debilitating. Like you're not doing anything else, and it's just a mindless activity.
Right.
yeah, that's true.
So that's a really good idea. That's actually a good way to quit too.
Yeah, because like when I
Don't do
struggle with
something
depression,
with it. Because usually 9 times out of 10 when you smoke and you do something, it makes that activity 9 times more fun. But if you completely take out any other areas of that and it's just you alone smoking,
well, yeah, you just sitting there.
you're just sitting there.
And it doesn't improve like at all. Not at all. And I used to love playing video games just because like, and this is after me reading all these like fantasy kind of books and everything, so like it just translated. I go and I play Grand Theft Auto, I don't have to worry about none of my own problems. This is about Nico Bellic now.
Yeah.
So I could go and do whatever I wanted in that world and have no worries, and also not have to worry about what I got going on. Then as these games just get bigger and better and more connecting, you could just delve into it for hours, not having to worry about anything. And even if you don't play video games anymore, people try to find an alternative to what they were doing back then. Something that they could just mindlessly participate in for hours, not have to worry about their own problems or anything, and then come back to their reality whenever they feel like it.
Because like look at Grand Theft Auto now, and like even like 2K and everything else too. They online parks, how you personalize everything. Like, bro, this is not really you, but you can go out there and like.
It's hyper real.
It's hyper real. Like you said, like the real estate, the internet real estate basically. It's like you're making your own avatar, and like that's you, and that's your world when you're escaping your own world. Like think about it. If I knew people were gonna pay me to play video games back in the day, I would never gave up my video games.
Right.
I was like, shit. The way people say, bro, video games gonna be a waste of time. Nowadays, like they got more encouraging more kids to actually stop reading, more play more video games and everything too. Like me, when I escape, I go to the movies.
Right.
Because like I have aspirations to be an actor. I have aspirations to do little different things and everything. So I was like, yeah, man, one day I'm gonna be up there with Will Smith and Denzel, and like fuck all y'all, I'm gonna be bigger than everybody. But like when I watch a movie, people understand. I go to the movies by myself majority of the time. I go to the movies like during the daytime, and I'll sit there and watch the movie, and I'll just be like, there's nothing else going on. It's just like I turn off my phone. It's just me and whichever reality that I'm watching right now. And I put myself like, bro, yeah, I be doing that shit too. Yeah. But it's so funny because like you said, when you escape reality, it's like everything else goes away. But as soon as that reality is over,
you're like, damn,
now, fuck. I gotta go back to this bullshit. I gotta go back and deal with everything else. And instead of like just addressing it, and bro, thank God for counseling.
Yeah, bro, I'm scared for like when video games become so realistic that you could play them in like virtual reality and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Because like if I had that back when I was 13, dog, I wouldn't have been doing shit. Like I started playing basketball in middle school and everything, that would have been dead. I would have just sat in my room as soon as I finished my schoolwork. Shit, probably not even finished my schoolwork. Just go hop in the game because it's so much easier to participate in something like that and just forget about yourself than it is to like consciously face your problems and allow yourself to feel all those issues and then release them. And like you said, like counseling and therapy helps so much because it teaches you the skills to not only just feel what you're going through every day, but also releasing it, because that's the most important part.
Yeah.
When you take everything and you just internalize it and you're not able to release it, that's when you start delving into escapism more because you're trying to run from everything. But when you're able to release it, you're able to fully participate in the things you care about without trying to escape from who you are. It's more like it's just adding on to your life.
Yeah.
I think that a lot of it has to do with the parents that we had as well, because I don't know about y'all, but my mom would kick that door in and be like, all right, now it's time for you to get your ass outside and play some dirt.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
What?
but now it's like this new generation, they're so concerned on they're being on their phones. Well, let me order some food to bring to the house, and they don't want to deal with the child, so they'll just put the child in this room, and that child is sitting there for hours, and they just check on him every now and then.
Yeah.
You know,
I did that a couple of times with my son, but then I start like literally when he get home from school, if I'm there, oh, we going outside. You want to ride your 4-wheeler? Yep, ride your 4-wheeler. I'll be outside watching you. But like me, and then I start playing soccer with him too. Like, oh yeah, you supposed to be practicing, man. Look, last season you didn't score no goals like you wanted to. You scored 1. So you say you want to be the best. We're going outside and work.
Mm-hmm.
And then like, yeah, you go inside. Yeah, he played a game with my grandma on the phone, but that's my grandma. She old. She don't want to do nothing. She plays solitaire on her phone. She let him to play because she's like, I want peace and quiet. I'm like, he a kid.
That's the best time. That's the best time to do it is at the grandparents' house.
What?
Yeah,
For
well,
real.
you could just pass them off for easy.
Yeah,
What?
they do. Yeah.
But yo, like the key for children, I feel like is just like checking in. Like when I was a kid, like when I used to read all the time, you know, I would just be in my room for hours doing that. So my parents became accustomed to me kind of being in my room all the time.
Yeah.
But when I got into video games, it went from me doing those mind engaging activities to doing the mindless ones. So now I'm playing the game, not even with friends, just 3 for 4 hours, just doing whatever.
Damn.
Especially Skyrim. Yo, I was playing Skyrim like 2-3 times a day minimum.
Skyrim's pretty fun though.
Yeah, no, absolutely. But like
love
it had so much to do that like I would go in there and find something. Even if I beat the game twice already, you know, I go on my 3rd playthrough, I find something new to do.
Right.
But like my brother, he's a athlete. You know, he get all his work done. We check up on him every now and then just to make sure he's good. And like video games isn't an escape for him. It's just to connect with his friends and play. So
Yeah.
anytime he's playing, he's on the fucking party, just chopping it up with them.
Yeah.
I think if you're going to have your kids play video games, then that's the model you need to follow. Like, instead of it being escape, have it be something that connect them with somebody else. Even if it's not, like, other friends, have it connect with themselves rather than trying to run from it.
Yeah, I was about to say that. Good thing you was on that wave because I was looking at like a lot of people use these new gaming like online things to escape who they are, like you said, but they're scared about other people's opinions of who they are.
Mm-hmm.
So once you get over this fear, I'm telling everybody right now, I don't care. I'm looking at every camera. Fuck what everybody else think of you. Fuck what everybody else's opinion of you. Even your parents, your friends, whatever. What you think of yourself is all that matters. Fuck everybody else's opinion, because everybody's opinion doesn't matter. You got to live your life. They can't live your life for you. You can't live their life for them. So literally, fuck what they say. If it's something you're passionate about, something you want to do it. I don't give a fuck. They say, oh man, that's weird. That's bruh. Everybody is weird in some type of way. Mm-hmm. Everybody got their own things they do that it's gonna sound crazy to somebody, but fuck them. Like dead
Anything
ass.
is possible.
Fuck them.
When you stop being judgmental of others, you stop being so judgmental of yourself too.
Exactly.
Another thing that like therapy helped me like become equipped to, because it was like, you know, if I see somebody out in public and they doing something weird, you know, I can observe that and be like, oh, okay, that was weird. But when
It's
I start,
normal
yeah, but like when I start making fun of it, it's you know, that's just an insecurity of mine coming out. Like I couldn't be doing that in public because I would feel embarrassed. And it's like also, you can have friends that you surround yourself in love, right?
Yeah.
But if those friends are making you feel insecure about who you are, those not really your friends.
Yep.
By the time
Find
you're
different
50 and you got a family, how many people from your like mid-20s are you really going to know? How many of them are you going to be in constant communication with? And how many of them do you even care about their opinions at that point? Because you got your own life set up, and now you're worrying about your kids.
Facts.
Like, we become so entrenched with how others view us that like we stop remembering that it's all about our lives.
Yeah.
Like you are the main character in your own life, and even if somebody doesn't like you, they
Fuck
don't have to be in your life.
And that's one thing I do struggle with is I don't know why. I guess it's anxiety coming out, but it's like I always like you ever been in the gym with your headphones on?
Yeah.
And you just know that some bitch in the corner is looking at you talking shit.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh, I can't stand
But
that.
think about it, I
It's one
started
of my pet peeves.
Yeah, and I started thinking that too. But then I started thinking, I was like, man, you know what? They probably ain't even talking to me.
I know.
So it's like really we gotta get ourselves out of our own mind
Every time.
and just allow life to just happen and just be in the present. Be more present in ourselves than we are with others. But
Be
y'all,
in tune.
yeah, but actually we're gonna have to go ahead and cut this one short. But we're gonna actually have, bro, I love this episode. We're gonna have to continue talking about this one eventually. So Terry, you gotta come back.
I will.
You will.
I'm gonna try to come back. I'm gonna try to hopefully gain 20 pounds. That's my goal.
Yeah.
Together. Let's keep each other
Bastards.
safe and remember to wear a mask while in the library.
Fucking.
Thank you.
Oh, that was a short one. Wait, all right, what was you saying?
But yeah, I'm gonna try. Hopefully, I'm gonna try to get my numbers up. Right now, my deadlift is at 540 or 556. My bench press is low. It's like 275, and
That's more than me.
squat is I'm about to hit 405. So I really,
Dang.
I'm telling you, and I only weigh. Well, at that time, I only weighed 175. So I'm thinking like when I hit 200, I'll have a little bit more
More to
wiggle
go,
room
yeah.
to be able to push some heavier weights. So that's my goal. I'm gonna shoot for it. So hopefully when I come back, I'll be able to fill this camera up.
All right. So Eddie, what's one of your goals you're gonna have before Terry get back?
Man, right now, especially coming into the new year, I'm just trying to establish like a routine that works for me. Like being able to wake up at a certain time, eat right, go work out, and then enjoy my life. And by the end of the day, I'm satisfied with what I did every single day. I ain't gotta sit there and think like, man, I should have did this, or I wish I did that. And that even like accounts in the social anxiety, man, because I understand, being in a situation, you feel like other people are making fun of you. But, I just try and draw that back. Like, they could be making fun of me, but that ain't got nothing to do with me. That's just them projecting whatever insecurities or fears that they may have onto me. So if they want to talk about me, that's cool and fine, but I'm still doing good over here. Right. If you want to be like all jealous and, toxic over there, you can stay in that energy.
Facts.
So just trying to keep that mindset and that routine every single day.
Facts.
How about you?
Damn.
You gonna pack on size, strength?
Well, hopefully, yeah. I say by next time he get back,
You need to do a show. You really do.
I don't know, man.
You need to try to do a show.
I'll try. I'm gonna make that one of my goals. But I actually, recently just wrote a goal list out for me and my son. So I'm gonna work on that. I said I want this to be the #1 podcast.
That's right.
Clothing line to be successful when it re-releases. I said be the best dad, talk to my kids every day and everything. But also hold my son and everybody else accountable, for what they say they want to do. Mm-hmm. Like my son said he wanted to be a superstar and he wanted to get 80 AR points. Mm-hmm. So we're trying to hit that goal right now. He has 69. Right. But we're going to hit that one probably before he can get out of school. So he got like a week to read a lot of books. Okay. But I try to tell him, get that Harry Potter book real quick and read it.
Hey, man.
But he's in first grade. But I told him don't let no limitations on other people press on you. But my real goals is really just, better my best every day. So next time y'all come on, I would be the better version of myself than I was today.
That's right.
Yes, sir. But thank y'all again for tuning in to this episode of
Pushing Goals.
Yes, man. Well, you gotta say that again. Hold on. You gotta say that again.
Pushing goals, not negativity.
Hey, hey, I'm rocking with it. But thank y'all for tuning in for this episode of From Boys to Men. I love y'all. Be safe. And make sure y'all check out our next episode. Peace, love, and happiness.